Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the channel. Just, let's see, setting my microphone settings. Should be okay. Welcome to the stream. Let's just move that back there. That's better. Let's see. Yeah, that all looks good. So, ladies and gents, welcome to the live stream. This evening we're flying the A2A Simulations Comanche 250 in Microsoft Flight Simulator from Torp, Lufthaven in southern Norway to Malmo in southern Sweden. This is about 244 nautical miles. Should take a couple of hours, and we'll see how we go. So I've just actually been spending some time editing my flight plans. IFR, ENTO to ESMS. That is not my alternate. I'll put in that as my alternate. 1900 Zulu departure. Let's see what time SimBrief says that I have. SimBrief says 1 hour and 21 minutes. Okay, file flight plan. So, that ATR has just started up as well. Let's just go grab my SimBrief fuel. Is a block fuel of 123 kilograms. So if we get kg to gallons of 100 L. The weight of gas depends on that. Kg to gallon. US gallon. Let us convert this correctly. Come on, internet. 1 kilogram is 0.26 gallons, roughly. 0.26 gallons, okay. So that is 123. Gallon. So it's 123. Convert is 32 gallons. About 33 gallons. Okay, let's round that up to 35 gallons. So let's go and fuel the aircraft. We have 39 gallons on board, which is what we had when we arrived. So actually, let's go take that out of the tips and put that fully in the mains. So let's go 18 gallons on either side. Let's just round that up to 20 gallons on either side. Okay. So after that's been done, let's just do a walk around because we always need to do that. Let's actually go back inside the aircraft and put the flaps down. Looks good. Feels solid. There's nothing in the tip tank. We're not going to worry about that. There's nothing in the tip tank. We can go and turn the lights on and destroy. Oh, the electrics aren't on. Battery. Oh! Oh! No, my eyes. No, that's bad. Did genuinely not think it was going to be that bad. Right, let's go check that we're on the mark. Oh, actually, sorry, no, we're not full tanks, obviously. I should have remembered that in the space of time it took me. Okay. Yep, chocks are released. Okay, let's just sump the fuel tank. That all looks clear. It's good to do with this with the torch on, eh, isn't it? Yep, all looks good. Okay, oil. Okay, that's good. That's fine. I'm not going to touch that. That is satisfying. Uh-huh, okay. Yep, chock's released. Okay, let's go into the battery. Turn the battery on and the pitot heat. Let's take off the pitot heat cover. Hold the button. Check that it is blue. Check that it's blue. It's blue. It's blue. It's blue. Is it warming up? Yes, it's warmed up now. Look at that. Perfect. Turn the pitot heat and the battery off for the moment. Go to the other. You know what? I'm not going to check that. I'm not going to destroy my eyes or yours. They sound like a perfectly good set of flaps to me. Static pressure outsource valve is clear. That sounds okay. And they both look okay. Again, clear. It's just going to be me, so that's going to be enough for me this evening. And back in. Okay. Let's just double check. Okay. Checklists. Before engine start, pre-flight has been complete. Passengers have been briefed, it's just me. Seatbelts are secure. Control locks, let's remove them. Parking brake is set. Correct. Oh, I need to push the brakes in to set the parking brake. Lol. Gear switch is down. It is indeed. Flaps are up. Radios are off. Auto brake or autopilot master is off. Avionics master is off. All electrical switches are off. That is correct. Circuit breakers. They are all in. Rotating beacon. Needs to be on, but we don't have that, so we need to turn that on. Engine start checklist. Checking that the door was closed was not part of my previous checklist. My FPS has just tanked slightly. Strangely. Which I don't like. Anyway. So, fuel selector, desired tank, they're both on mains. Mixture is rich. Throttle is cracked. Prop full forward. Carb heat is off. Master switch is on. Fuel pump on. Check for the fuel flow, which is this. Wait for it. Yep. I can see the needle coming up. I'm going to turn it off now. Fuel pump off. Primer 1 to 5 strokes. The FPS is really bad. I do not know why. Maybe it should be best after we take off. Okay, I'm going to give us 3 strokes because we are over 20 degrees Celsius right now, so we're great. We do not need a huge amount of that, thank you very much. Primer is done, mags on both. Let's turn mags on to both. Prop area, let's shout clear, which it seems to be. Starter, engage, and oil pressure check. A lovely start. Look at that. Sprang up into the green like a young spring chicken. Fuel pressure's good. Amps are good. Okay, there you go. 22 amps. 23 amps. Let's lean now for ground operations. Let's bring the avionics master online. Mixture lean is required. Taxi checklist. Let's put our headphones in. While that runs through its setups, we did check the oil. Yes, we did fill. And we're going to go aircraft. No, we're going to go fuel and payload. Update digital engine monitor. With 40 gallons, it should show 39.4 remaining. So basically 40 gallons. So that's good. Controls, let's go back to the checklist. Yeah. And 0.0 used. That's fine. Idling around 1,000 RPM. 42 hours on the aircraft, on the airframe, and 39.9 hours on the engine. Okay, so with the engine successfully started, let's go 122.8. And see what happens. For those in the comments, just let me know that the audio is all fine, that the sim audio is okay, and the microphone audio is okay. Let me know if it sounds good. Thank you. So this is going to be southerly departure. We are taking runway 18 out of Torp, routing from the Torp VOR southeast. So it's going to be simple taxi out via Whiskey 1, I believe? No, Whiskey 3. Whiskey 1's down at the south. So we're going to taxi Whiskey 3 with a right-hand turn onto the active, and we have enough runway for departure in an aircraft such as this. We don't need full length. And that aircraft, he is taxiing already, the ATR. So we're going to be mindful of traffic at Torp. So let's make a call. Let's just double check that we're actually... Okay, we are good to go. Oh, it's actually Whiskey 2. No, correction, Whiskey 3. It is Whiskey 3. Torp traffic, Golf Lima, India, Foxtrot Romeo from the pilot flight school hangar, going to taxi to Whiskey 3, and we'll do a departure from Whiskey 3, Torp traffic.
And Torp traffic, Danish 589er, crossing the runway and then backtracking to holding point Bravo.
Okay, yeah, he's taxiing quite quickly actually. So.
Correction, not backtracking, taxiing via Yankee to holding point Bravo, runway 18, Torp traffic.
Cool. So he is gonna go okay, we're gonna go off with the parking brake, and on goes the speed. Let's just do a brake check. That's good. And let's do a. Oh, I suppose strictly speaking, we should have done. What is going on with my tablet? Hang on. There we go, sir. Primer locked. We did do that. Avionics master's on. Our meter check. Yeah, we did do that. We have 8 amps. Radios are on. Transponder as required. Altimeter set. Yep, we've set that. QNH. On 1015. Heading indicator 1018. or 180, sorry. Just set. Landing gear lamp is green. It is indeed. Nav lights as required. Let's go taxi lights on, or landing lights on. Pitot heat, let's pop that on anyway, as per normality. To be honest, we don't need that. That's just more amps on the system that we don't need. 4 amps. Parking brake release, brakes test on initial roll, and then it's the run-up checklist, which we will do at Whiskey 3. Since it's a quiet evening at Torp. Okay, so taking a right-hand turn. I will take this opportunity to give us a notch of flaps. And Whiskey 3 is right here, so this is you know, legit. It's all good. So that's Whiskey 3. We're going to do a run-up quickly. Okay, run-up checklist.
Torp traffic, Danish 589, we'll be holding short for other traffic.
Torp traffic, Danish, you go ahead. I'm just going to do a run-up at Whiskey 3, and we'll be ready after you depart. Torp traffic.
Roger that, lining up for a LCOP 1 Golf departure then. Torp traffic.
Okay, got the red lights. Okay. So, brakes hold, fuel quantity checked. Got 20, about 20 gallons on either side. Fuel select is desired tank, mixture as required. Let's go full mix, full rich. Throttle 2000 RPM. Set. Engine instruments, oil temp, oil pressure, fuel pressure, ammeter, vacuum, cylinder heads, and EGTs. Check. 0 amps, fuel pressure is holding, oil pressure is holding in the green. Oil temperature is good, and that guy is just taken off. That looks pretty sweet. Cylinder head temperatures looking good. EGT looking okay. Mags. We need a drop of no more than 125. Let's go left mag. That's 100. Back to both. That's the right mag. Again, that's 100 knot, 100 RPM. Back to both. Now reduce to 1800 RPM. Prop. Cycle 3 times. Okay, reduce to 1800 RPM. set, and check that it's steady. A little bit more there. Holding at 17.1. Everything looks good. And the carb heat check, yep. All good before takeoff. Let's go back down to 1000 RPM and lean for ground operations. So controls free and correct. All good. Yep. Elevator trim. Ah, yes. Needs to be on neutral. No way I'm taking off without it being on neutral. I've learnt my lesson. Rudder trim as required. Door is latched. Flaps as set as desired. Fuel tanks, desired tanks. Mixture, full rich. Prop, full forward. Carb heat is off. Engine gauges. Checked. Pitot heat as required. Strobes on. Landing lights as required. Okay, so the only thing we need is strobes, and we're good to go. And landing light. Torp traffic, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, taxiing to hold runway 18 via Whiskey 3. Torp traffic. Off with the parking brake. On with the strobe. Hey, I see. Evening, Bearded Toad. Good to see you. Greetings, Sean Sonamick. Greetings from Dublin. I was with Ben and Emily Ann last night weekend. Oh, nice. Hope all is well with yourself. Where are you flying to this evening? So, Sean, I'm flying from Torp in Norway, which is in southern Norway, not far from Oslo. I'm flying to southern Sweden, a place called Malmo on the coast of southern Sweden, very close to Copenhagen, if you've been there or know where that is. Basically across the water, just across the water from Copenhagen. So taxiing into position, and you can see the strobes of the Danish that just took off. Okay, holding on the brakes. Let's go takeoff checklist. Throttle full open, airspeed indicator alive, engine gauges check, rotated 85, positive climb verify, gear up, flaps up, airspeed VY was 105, and emergency landing area verify. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's go full throttle. Nice. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear coming up. The trim settings on this aircraft are absolutely phenomenal. This thing flies like no other GA does in all of Flight Simulator. Flaps coming up. 110. Right, throttling back already. We're going to go back to 24 squared just for the climb out. Squared, set. Beautiful turbulence modeling. Just everything about the A2A simulations aircraft is just on point. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go on to, let's get the autopilot set up. Just holding runway heading in the climb out. Okay, let's go heading hold, set. And what we're going to do, hello Alessandro, good to see you. We're going to tune up the Torp VOR, which is 1385. Set, and our bearing or outbound radial is going to be 140. So it's going to be right there. Let's turn our heading on to that to track that radial outbound, and let's go to distance for nav 1. So we can read the distance of the VOR. So we're outbound 2.4 nautical miles outbound from the Torp VOR, which is just to the south of the runway, so it's about where my cursor is there. And just trim, basically. Trim and climb out. So, takeoff checklist we did. Let's go climb checklist. Fuel pump off at 1000 AGL, which we can do now. So other fuel pump is off. Actually, that's stupid of me. I took off without the fuel pump, but I was actually checking the amount of fuel there. Power reduced at 1,000 feet, 24 squared in the climb. Cylinder head temperatures check. They are all good. They're all within limits. And check that too is all in the green. That's good. And mixture lean is required. Let's bring that out to about 65%. And watch that radial needle. Let's just watch this needle. We should come out soon. So we're climbing up to 6,000 feet as per our flight plan. Correct, yes, 6,000 feet. So not far to go, really. Okay, there's the radial coming in. can turn off the landing lights now. And how many more amps does that give us now? It gives us very little amps. I don't understand amps. I need to learn what that actually means because, yeah, but there we go. So I'm gonna now go high beam to track that radial, and we should see, yeah, we should see the aircraft, yeah, slowly banking to engage that radial. So this first leg is going to be 111 nautical miles outbound from Torp. And let's go to the cruise page next. 4,000 feet. And actually, let's go QNH 1013. Well, we gave an altitude. No, let's hold local QNH until, as otherwise told by ATC when we log on. Needed something chilled out a bit that actually kills you when you touch it. So, oh wait, sorry. Needed something to chill out to watch. Now I found it. Good that you could find that, Aiden. Thank you. Amps is current, isn't it? That's the bit that actually kills you when you touch it or something. Probably. Alisanor, good afternoon, evening, morning, Sir Peter, mods and chat. Yeah. You too, man. I don't have any mods, so Peter, mods and chat. I don't think I have any mods. Love the Comanche. Phenomenal work from A2A. Exactly. Yes, hope you're... Yes, Jonathan. Thank you. Oop. You can hear that oil canning with the turbulence very subtly. That's the Oslo fjord. That's the Oslo area, and Gardermoen is way up beyond there. And that area right there is, where we've just taken off from is there. Was that the way we just took off? Yes, this is where we just took off from. This is Tunsberg, and beyond that is a place called Horten, which I've been to before. And there's Jarlsberg is just in here. I think it's just in here, Jarlsberg, which I should fly from again sometime soon. I should go and land in Jarlsberg, but for now we're going down to Sweden. Nice moon there. Heading out over the sea. Are the levels of the audio okay for everyone? Coming up to 6,000 feet now. Let's just level out and engage out hold. Engage out hold. Set. Okay, so we're on 24 squared. Well, we're not on 24 squared anymore. Now that we've climbed up to 6,000 feet, we're on 19.8 inches. Which is pretty crazy if you think about how quickly the manifold drops with altitude. Okay, let's trim down slightly. We also should set cruise power, so I'm gonna go 19 inches. Let's go for 19 inches and 1800 RPM. Nice low RPM setting. We actually increased manifold. That's crazy. We increased manifold pressure as we reduced RPM. Okay, 21. I'll set 2100 21 inches RPM. Getting a lot of turbulence here. Interesting. We got a 20 knot tailwind. Goodness me. That's what that's going to be. That's a 152 knot ground speed. Wow. Yeah, 18 knot tailwind from the right. So 14 knot tailwind and a 13 knot crosswind. Yeah, QNH, local QNH 1015. I should just check this environment page instead of look at other things. Audio is good, thanks, Sean. Okay, let's, instead of looking at that, let's go cruise checklist. Okay, we have set our throttle, we've set our prop. Let's lean as required. So we could lean by ear. Let's actually try and do that. That's the edge. and I've just pumped it in from the edge. So I feel like I've leaned successfully. Let's go and check. No, I actually haven't. I could bring that up a little bit more. Yep. So actually I'm below 50% lean at 6,000 feet, which before I had this visual engine analyzer, I never would have leaned as aggressively as that because I didn't think it was safe. But apparently that's an efficient lean, you know, where A2A is concerned. So I've learned new things with this, definitely. So I'm going to turn on the nav and instrument lights, and do I need the spotlight on? No, I don't need the spotlight on. That's fine. Spot red or spot flood? What have I got in terms of lights? I've got headphones on, avionics on, fuel pump, computer heat, landing light, cabin flood front, cabin light red. Oh, okay. So if I turn that off and I turned on the front floodlight and the rear floodlight, oh yeah, we get the rear floodlight. That's pretty cool. I'll keep that on. Now we're over the ocean. Yeah, we'll have the white light on, and for that we are all good. Flight info, home, flight info. Okay, that's good. I'm going to get rid of the tablet now. Don't feel we need it. Let's just double check. We're looking good. So with 111 nautical mile outbound, we're flying direct to Gothenburg VOR, and then we're going to use Gothenburg VOR to navigate further south. So that's where we're going right now, 111 nautical miles. We could tune Gothenburg VOR and then get ready to switch. So 111 nautical miles is 55 nautical miles is the midpoint. So when we're at 55 nautical miles, we'll switch over to the Gothenburg Landvetter VOR. What else was I going to do? I was going to check ATC VATSIM ATC control zones boundaries, just to know how soon. Oh, actually, very soon. So let's call up. Who is this? Which quadrant is this? This is this guy. Malmo control is 127.75. So let's go there. 127.75.
And the Norway 942, you can have 10 minutes out of the cockpit.
That's good. Viking 181, speed 290 knots, progress. You're number 1.
290, Viking 181.
Viking 181, speed 290 knots, operator. You're number 1.
Affirm, 290 knots, operator, Viking 181.
Student control, good evening, Lost 4011, flight level 130, climbing 150, inbound stop Tula.
Lost 401, Sweden low unidentified, line to fast level 2370.
Climb 370, Studio.
And Viking 181, accelerate, free speed.
Understood.
Malmo control, good evening. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo with you, 6,000 feet.
Golf Lima India Fox Romeo, Sweden hello identified. Squawk 5374.
Squawk 5374, Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Wizard 7624 with you, on level 340.
Wizard 7624, Sweden identified. Cleared Tidvo to Charlie arrival, runway 22 left. When ready, descend to flight level 100.
Tidvo to Charlie, runway 22 left, and when ready, descend flight level 100, Wizard 76.
And Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo. You are currently outside control airspace until entering Göteborg TMA. I have no report traffic outside control airspace.
Thank you. Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Oscar 6 Mike Delta, contact Warsaw radar on 125.450.
It's kind of hard to hear what he's saying, I have to be honest. I'm finding it a little bit difficult to hear what he's saying. He's a little bit on the fuzzy side. We're getting proper turbulence, but that turbulence is really what that is doing is that's giving us a good tailwind, so I kind of can't complain. So getting ourselves a good tailwind. Let's see, what is our ground speed?
Danish 6-4. It's runway 29 use run. When ready, descend flight level 100, expect direct odd me.
That should tell me my ground speed outbound from...
It's not runway, it's runway 29, so do not expect direct odd me, and expect runway 29 there via Romeo Oscar Echo. When ready, descend flight level 100, Danish 6-4.
That should calculate. That should give me my outbound. Maybe the Torp VOR is not a full. Is it a distance? Is it D? It's a VOR DME. It should give me my distance measuring equipment. DME, distance measuring equipment. Should give me well, it does give me my range, obviously, 32.2 nautical miles. But then my aircraft isn't somehow able to calculate the ground speed.
125 due to traffic.
So I'm not sure about that.
Heading 125 due to traffic, lot 4011.
Let's get 14.6.
230 due to traffic.
14.6 in standby.
When ready, descend to flight level 100.
When ready, descend to flight level 100.
Lighting 181. Join holding Ernov. Descend to flight level 100. So join Ernov holding as published. Descend to flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, hold Ernov, thank you, 181.
And by person scanner, 400 goals, descend to flight level 110. Expect holding over Ernov.
Descend level 11 when ready and holding at Ernov.
Get ourselves a thumbnail.
Right, that one's zero back in time.
I like that
Welcome back.
tail light there. That's beautiful.
Renault 3209 inbound T-Big.
Renault 3209 Sweden level identified. Climb to flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, Renault 3209.
Renault 3211, we're ready for descent.
Renault 3211, descend to flight level 120, and you can expect holding over Ernov.
Yeah, sometimes ATC have loud audio and sometimes too low sound. Yeah, that's true.
Sweden Control, good evening. Jet Talk 6 for Bravo, passing flight level 126, climbing flight level 150, inbound Toxie.
We're gonna have a lot of traffic this evening because
climb to flight level 230.
everything is pouring. Everything is pouring into Copenhagen. I mean, look at this. Everything is pouring into Copenhagen this evening. There's got to be some sort of event going on because that's what I call beauty right there. Look at that.
We said 4 Tango Juliet, descend 5,000 feet, QNH.
So we're going here.
1021.
So we're going to be skirting around to the north, around all of this traffic.
5,000 feet.
That's going to be an absolute Christmas tree of strobes.
We said 4 Tango.
But we're coming down
Juliet,
into here, Malmo.
Copenhagen approach on the 118.
So
decimal 450.
we're up here. That's us. We're going to come down here, and then down there, and then there. And Notodden is online. Notodden. And Stavanger is on, and Bergen. We just need Sogndal, and Trondheim, and
do not have an
Tromsø.
expected approach time.
And Torp, of course. Torp. Maybe Rockestad and Rygge. Is Rygge? Is that the one that's just across the... I can't remember. I did fly in real life down into Holmstad, which is I think down here somewhere. Maybe it's there. I don't know. Actually, if I drag this over here and then drag the actual charts over. Yes, Holmstad. I flew in there in real life when I was working up for pilot. I did some work at Pilot Flight Academy. They did a cross-country flight on a Sunday afternoon, and I thought, you know what, that's a lovely idea. Let's just jump in as a backseater, and they let me fly as a backseater to Holmstad and back, and it was beautiful. Yeah. I still somehow can't believe that I had the chance to go up to Norway and work for Pilot Flight Academy. It was such a lovely... The work was just amazing. It was such a lovely opportunity, and I was so happy to do it, and I would do it again in a heartbeat if I could. I had such fun, and there were such good people. The vibes up in Pilot Flight Academy were on point, really on point. Can't say enough good things about people like that.
Yeah, you can expect holding over TID. So when ready, descend / level 110.
Okay, I'm just looking at the meta. Just looking at the meta in Malmo. We have a wind from the south, and that is a 5-knot wind from 200. We've got good visibility, no ceiling, QNH 1021, VFR, and 15 Celsius. Can you guys hear me over the noise of the ATC? Because that's quite loud. I hope so. Actually, I'm going to turn off the...
Visa 4624 Sweden.
I'm going to turn on the red and turn off the white, because I kind of want to see, actually...
Yeah, 4 signals, proceed direct, Arnold and join holding is published.
Direct and hold, the join holding is published, can airport go.
Sweden, good evening, Runner 160 with you.
That's what I want, because I want to get some night vision going.
Runner 160, data Sweden identified, climb to flight level 350.
Climb 350, Runner 160.
Lost 4011, proceed, resume own navigation, direct P north.
Direct P north, resuming own navigation, lost 4011.
With 76
hello, with a 29 mic, passing flight level 110.
With a 29 mic, Sweden identified, climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330 with a 29 mic.
And with a 7624 Sweden.
With a 7624, go ahead.
With a 7624, join TIDVO holding as published, maintain flight level 100.
That is impressive. Copenhagen is absolutely chock-a-block, and it's fully staffed.
With a 7624, sorry. You broke up there. Just confirm TIDVO holding as published.
It's amazing.
TIDVO and follow and confirm with a 764.
I mean, I'm not really getting much night vision.
Of course, go to 360 or stop climb, flight level 360.
Stop climb 360, 330, thank you.
Sweden 901 Alpha Sweden.
Scandinavian 901 Alpha, go ahead.
Scandinavian 901 Alpha, there's at least 3 people ahead of you in the queue to enter Copenhagen via Arnold. So I would suggest to reduce the minimum approach speed, and when ready, descend to flight level 1... Actually, when ready, descend flight level 290.
He might hand me off. I wonder. He might, at 6,000 feet IFR, he might hand me off to Gothenburg approach.
And on a 16 Kilo Delta for now, stop climb, flight level
Gothenburg approach.
Stop climb at flight level 2.
So I'm going to tune 124.675 in standby, just in case.
9 miles to top of Tito.
126.
124.675.
When ready, descend 290, Scandinavian 402.
Set.
Sweden Control, good evening, Scandinavian 44 Tango.
Scandinavian 44 Tango, Sweden, hello, wide enter time. Expect holding of a Tidro. When ready, descend flight level 110.
Say again, Scandinavian 44 Tango.
Scandinavian 44 Tango, when ready, descend to flight level 110. Expect holding over Tidro.
Roger, when ready, flight level 110 to be level Tidro, Scandinavian 44 Tango.
So we've got
KLM 468.
We've got Gothenburg approach on COM2, which means if he hands us over, we literally just press the COM2 button.
That's right. KLM 468, Sweden.
KLM 468.
KLM 468, turn left, heading 035 due to traffic.
Heading 035 to the left.
Okay, 55 nautical miles. We are now halfway.
Stop climb, flight level 280.
Stop climb, flight level 80 without 9 miles. Please confirm.
Scandinavian 402, contact Sweden on 118.4.
1184, Scandinavian 402, god kväll.
From Mike, request handoff to Unicom.
If I come Mike, we can do that early handoff. Unicom 123 estimate. Bye bye.
American 942, back in Griffiths.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Nordic 942 holding over air now, at least 5 aircraft ahead of you currently. So I would suggest to reduce to minimum purchase.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
We're approaching top of the center just now.
Nordic 942 copy. Descend to flight level, what can we do? 330 initially.
330, thank you.
Oh.
And the Scandinavian 901 Alpha descended now, flight level 290.
I didn't mean for that to open on screen 1, but there we go.
Descending now to flight level 290, Scandinavian 901.
There we go.
Golf Lima, India Foxtrot Romeo. For clearance in Göteborg TMA, contact approach on 124.675.
124.675 for Golf Foxtrot Romeo, thank you.
Runner 8510, when ready, descend.
Okay. Gothenburg approach, good evening, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo with you, 6,000 feet.
Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, Göteborg, good evening, radar contact. No traffic outside controlled airspace, and I will call you back shortly in about 2-3 minutes when you're entering controlled airspace.
A-firm, thank you, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Okay. Let's just go Navigraph and pull up some charts for Gothenburg. Oh my goodness, that's bright. Let's just pull that over a second screen as well. Actually, let's just put it on the first screen. That's no problem. Why not? Import from SimBrief. Import that flight plan. Okay, here we are, and let's just have a look at Gothenburg airports. Gothenburg is not in the United States. Let's go check that. That is ESGG. Right, so reference charts, radar, no, that's not going to help me. That gives me a good indication of where we are, but airport elevation, procedures. No. Information. No. Charts. It doesn't give me like a... I suppose the reference chart, the radar minimums, that's probably the best one because it shows me the edge of his airspace. So... yeah. Good to have it anyway, so... Hello, Ian. Good to see you. Hey, Danielle. Hello, watching football on the side. Nice. Good to see you, Ian. Hope all is well. I'm enjoying a nice IFR night flight.
Docker 1341, contact Copenhagen 126.050 per mile.
Ian, do you fly much on
126.050?
Do you fly much on VATSIM with in GA? I imagine you do. I suppose I just don't see you live streaming on VATSIM as such. It's more Misfits. I don't know. Inbound 43.5 nautical miles. Let's have a look.
Good evening, this is Euro 1360.
Zero wings 1360, Göteborg, go after radar contact, climb flight level 150.
150, Euro 1360.
Just see. And you know what I always forget to open is Volanta to actually track my flight. Silly me. Oh, apparently it was running. Okay. Huh. Apparently it was running. Yeah, goodness me, the amount of traffic online right now. Wow. Stats. Okay, so, wow. So Volanta says that I'm only oh, okay, right. It just updated. Volanta says I'm an hour and 10 minutes away from landing. So that sounds pretty legit. Most of my streaming flights are done with the Misfits, and we use JoinFS for the network. Yeah, I've also I do, but usually off stream. Yeah, that's true. True. Yeah. Makes sense. I always find it amazing, like, the rear cylinders are the ones that are the hottest because the airflow coming in through the front. By the time the airflow gets to the back, it's lost its cooling efficiency at that point. Just amazing. 9.3 gallons per hour still, you know, at 6,000 feet. It's not bad. I mean, you're doing, well, again, obviously you're doing about 9 gallons per hour up at, you know, 15,000 feet, but then your ground speed's probably significantly higher. So that's where the efficiency comes in. So we're not quite 50 out.
Wings 1360, correction, fly direct P North.
We're not quite.
Fly direct P North 060.
Euro wings 1360, contact
still
Sweden,
really warm.
127.750,
God kväll.
1277. 150, you 360.
It's still really warm. Don't even need pitot heat at 6,000 feet. Give it 6 months and that will definitely not be the case in Scandinavia. Which is fun. I'm actually I'm looking forward to seeing how the A2A Comanche in Microsoft Flight Simulator, particularly with the new icing modeling, handles cold winter flying in places like Scandinavia. I will be coming up here. I will definitely be coming up here to test all that out. So just to give you an update for those of you who have been watching the aircraft's my aircraft's history here. If I select, how do I go to stats? No, aircraft. Oh yeah. So if I select that, I can see my stats. So I flew from Lockhaven, the factory, Goose Bay, Nuuk, Reykjavik or Keflavik, down to Shoreham, up to London City, to Nottingham East, to East Midlands, down to Gibraltar, which is 1,000 nautical miles. That was fun. Yeah, that's quite the flight. And then up to Innsbruck, and then from Innsbruck to Torp, and then Torp to Malmo. So I'm just having all sorts of fun.
162, contact Sweden, 127.750, Coca.
127.75 Scandinavia.
I must be coming into his airspace soon. I think I'm now technically inside his airspace, so I should get a call very soon. Should get a call very soon. I wonder if I could step away to get a cup of tea. I've got the next leg is a 99 nautical mile leg. So I'm thinking once I pass over Landvetter and go outbound on Landvetter from Landvetter VOR,
Got the body approach, Gukbel, you're rank 7221, climbing through 2700, Detna 3 GLI departure.
Eurowing 7221, Göteborg, good evening, radar contact, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Eurowing 7221.
Yeah, I wonder if I could step away for 5 minutes and go get a cup of tea in cruise. Maybe we'll see how he's feeling. He will be at some point passing me back to Malmo Control, or is it Malmo Control he calls himself? Yeah, Malmo Control. So he will be handing me back to Malmo Control at some point. I'm not sure when though. Could do with another cup of tea, but then it is 8:45 in the evening. Maybe it's probably not healthy for me to have more caffeine, but do I really ask myself these questions? Local time, 10 p.m. It's It's 9:45. Yeah, it's 9:45 local time here in Sweden. Just +1 to what we are. So that's GMT +2 basically, and UK is GMT +1. Nice and quiet. 25.5 nautical miles to go. We've used 7.4 gallons. I can't remember what OP is, but we've got gallons per hour is 9.3. Remaining is 32 gallons. Hours and minutes of endurance is 3 hours and 26 minutes of endurance. Battery voltage is 13.9. And the amps, again, I've got 2 amps, 1 to 2 amps. And if I was to turn all the electrics off, I imagine I would get more amps in the system. But I mean, the load, my current electric load is showing that I have a couple of amps to spare. which is always disconcerting, but I don't fully understand how the electric system works. I will have to Google that and learn up on the electric system. Excuse me. And I don't have any ADF signal that I need to be tracking right now, but if I did, I could be doing that. Let's see, does Gothenburg have an ADF? Oh, well, it does. I mean, I don't need to use it. No, it doesn't, actually. Well, it does. It does on the approaches. It does on the approaches, but I don't need to use them. I'm on the VOR, which is a VOR, another VOR DME. Let's see if I can actually pull ground speed off it. No, for some reason it's not giving me ground speed on any of my VORs this evening. I don't know why. I should see my ground speed to the VOR, but I'm not. I mean, time to TTS is time to how many minutes to the VOR, and that's not giving me that either. That's very strange. Active recall. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. I don't know why it's not giving me TTS or GS. Anything for those. It's strange. I feel like it was in the past. It has in the past. But looks like the turbulence has calmed down now, which is nice. Uh, 19.0 nautical miles inbound. I'm definitely within his airspace, but did he call me back? I can't remember if he called me back or not. See what my estimated arrival time is. 1 hour. Roughly 1 hour, which will put us in at about, well, let's let me give it, round it up to an hour and 10 minutes, and we're in at 10 p.m. Yeah, we'll be shutting down around 10 p.m. this evening, UK time, so we'll be alright. Well, that's alright. Got, I think, is that Gothenburg itself? Yes, that is Göteborg. That is Göteborg, and I can see strobe lights from here. Yeah, can see strobe lights from there, just flashing away. So that's where we're heading. You can see the offset we're doing because of our...
Eurowing 7221, contact Copenhagen 126.050, bye-bye.
Copenhagen 126.050 for your ring 7221, head up.
Head up.
RPM has dropped ever so slightly. That could be an indication of carb icing. Let me just pull up the tablet and double check what's going on here. Nope. Oh, crap, yes. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I looked at my RPM. I was like, that's gotten lower since I looked at it last. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fly with a little bit of carb icing, or carb heat. Which is fine. Now we can shave off the 20 RPM plus that we don't need to put back in the system anymore, because we now that was good. Double checking my instruments. The tone of the engine would have changed as well. Also, another thing that would have changed is as the carb icing continued and that became more and more restricted, the oxygen flow into the engine would be reduced, the engine power output would be reduced, and then one thing would start doing is my autopilot would start beeping at me to trim nose up, because it would not be able to maintain the altitude with reduced engine pressure. So all of those snowball effects, there would have been a beep, but I caught the RPM first, thankfully, and thought to check. Now, without the tablet, obviously, in real life, if you saw the RPM drop, you would literally pull out the carb heat and you would see the RPM rise and restabilize itself, and that's how you would know that you had carb ice. But I pulled the carb heat. I pulled the page up first and double checked. So 6 nautical miles inbound to Landvetter, and then my outbound will be 157, heading 157. So let's set 15. So that's 158. Oh, so it's well, it's 160. That's not the gyro drift. Oh crap, okay. Five. Okay, so that's 16. 59, 58, 57. Okay. So 3.3 nautical miles. We're going to come into the cone of confusion very soon, and then at that point we want to go over to 157. Because of the right-hand crosswind, let's actually go 160. 2.6. We're right over the airfield now, you see.
Gothenburg approach, lot 496, good evening, inbound Topla, and climbing flight level 100.
Lot 496, Göteborg approach, good evening, radar contact. For information next time, initial climb is 5,000 feet in Göteborg, and that's also what you were cleared to by delivery, I believe. So next time you need to either call me a little bit earlier or level off at 5,000 feet, because if there would be traffic 1,000 feet above, that would be a problem. It's not a problem today, so climb level 150.
Okay, sorry. So climb flight level 150, lot 496.
Okay, going heading hold. And let's go 157. Oh, crap. I think that's 157 without the without the 2D readouts, I don't quite know, but we'll fly outbound on heading hold until we that stabilizes a couple more nautical miles, and then it's 99 nautical mile to our next waypoint. Someone is getting scolded. Yes. VATSIM. Gotta love it. That's the thing with VATSIM is when someone makes a mistake, you own up to it. You apologize. I'm sorry. I will try not to make the mistake again, and you learn from it. Like, it's no biggie. Like, no one's being paid to be here. This isn't anyone's job. This isn't anyone's, like, it's a game. It's not a game. It's a simulation, but you do the best you can, and it's an environment.
North 496, contact Sweden, frequency 127.750, bye-bye.
Everyone learns as best they can from what they do, so, you know, if a controller's just there to help, yes, I know he's there to tell you where you went wrong, but...
Can you repeat the frequency, please?
Yeah.
Frequency 127.750.
That was, yes,
Sweden control.
Exactly, Daniel. That was a mild scolding.
Control on 17.7.
That was a gentlemanly scolding.
496.
Right, let's go back to VOR hold, or radio hold. Yeah, it's turned into a 22 knot crosswind now. Yeah, it's more of a crosswind, 22 knot crosswind. So our ground speed will have dropped because of that. QNH is 1018 now. Let me just pause track IR, and let me just go check my skylight windows. Ah yes, excellent. Get a nice cool breeze coming in. Okay, I might just go grab a cup of tea, guys, actually. Gothenburg radar, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, requesting 5 minutes away from keyboard.
Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo, that is approved. However, I am just about to disconnect. We're done with our training session here in Göteborg. So for further traffic information, contact Sweden Control, frequency 127.75. So tune his frequency and just advise when you're back, and I'll notify him that you're gone for 5 minutes.
Hey firm, thank you. So I'll be away for 5 minutes. I will come back and then let you know. Thank you, Golf Foxtrot Romeo.
Yeah, so 127.750. Let him know on that frequency when you are back.
Hey firm, I'll let him know when I'm back. Thanks, Golf Foxtrot Romeo. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
Right, so I'm going to just go.
Touch and go.
Just going to go over to Com 1.
We have QNH 1020.
Okay, folks, I'm going to be away for 5 minutes.
November via right space, cleared approach,
you guys are in control. You guys are in control, so I'll see you guys in a bit.
Cleared run 14 and report final. Sierra, November.
And Singapore 351, just confirm, are we still within your airspace?
You are, but you have 1 minute to do landing. It's a contact Warzone 125.45.
Roger, 12545, Singapore 341, thank you, bye-bye.
Sweden Hello, 307 Delta, heading 080 level 120.
Ocean 307 Delta, Sweden identified. Where are you landing?
We are diverting to Echo Sierra Mike Sierra if possible.
You are diverting, copy. Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1021, and you can expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 35.
5,1021 and vectors for ILS 35 or 307 Delta, thank you.
Requesting frequency change, KLM 468.
KLM 468, so sorry for that. Unicom 122.8.
122.8, thank you, and have a good evening.
Scandinavian 901 Alpha, descend flight level 110.
Scandinavian 901 Alpha, descend to flight level 110.
Reynolds 3211 on this. After this lap, exit hold and continue Airnav 2 Charlie, arrival runway 2 to left.
Sweden 462, flight level 190.
First, Reynolds 3211. After this lap, exit hold and continue Airnav 2 Charlie, arrival runway 2 to left.
After the stand, going out and Airnav 2 Charlie, runway 2 to left. Reynolds 321.
Sweden 462, Sweden heading identified. Climb to flight level 300.
Flying 300 there, Sweden 462.
Sierra Tango November, right base 14.
Sierra Tango November, wind is variable 2 knots, runway 14, clear touch and go. After that, right traffic pattern 1,500 below.
Clear touch and go 14 and after right pattern 1,500 feet or below. Tango November.
Reynolds 3209, descend flight level 140. Reynolds 3209, descend flight level 140.
Descend flight level 100, Reynolds 3209.
Negative 140, flight level 140.
140, Reynolds 3209.
Austrian 307 Delta, turn left heading 310, descend 2,500 feet.
310 descending 2,500 and 307 Delta.
Scandinavian 752. Make one more lap in the holding. So after the next lap, cancel hold and continue on the TID route to Charlie, arrival runway 2 to left.
Make one more lap and then TID route to Charlie, departure for runway 2 to left, Scandinavian 752.
And I Baltic 13 Foxtrot, descend flight level 110.
Flight level 110, Air Baltic 13 Foxtrot.
Reynolds 3211, contact Copenhagen approach on 119.8.
119.8, Reynolds 321.
Scandinavian 187, proceed Gotbu.
Right, Gotbu, Scandinavian 187.
Scandinavian 187, Metro reporting at home, the wind is 130 degrees, 2 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers, no clouds detected. Tempo 15, 0.14, QNH 1020.
So,
transition level will be 6.
rather than a cup of tea, because it's too hot up in the attic, I got just some water.
Nordic 942, descend flight level 120.
120, Nordic 940, is this the last lap?
Second.
Is this the last lap?
We have 30 miles in tail for every aircraft, and you are currently number 2 exit hold, so there is one aircraft before.
Okay, so lap 2 also again?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Quality 30 Whiskey, descend flight level 150.
Descend 150, 30 Whiskey.
Scandinavian 752, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1031.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1021, Scandinavian 752.
Malmo Control, good evening. Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo is back at keyboard.
Golf Foxtrot Romeo Sweden, hello again, identify. And lot 496, maintain Mach decimal 78 or less.
Traffic unclear, can you say again?
Maintain Mach decimal 78 or less. You're number 2.
Maintain Mach 78, lot 496.
Alpha 7 Golf Lima, off corporate for 10 minutes.
Approve report back.
Look up.
Sierra Tango November, tailwind 14, touch and go.
Sierra Tango November, wind 130 degrees 2 knots, runway 14, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 14, and how long until heavy traffic comes to England?
Around 5 minutes.
5 minutes, thank you.
Scanner 901 Alpha, descend flat over 100.
Descending to flight level 100, Scandinavian 901 Alpha.
Reynolds 3209, descend flat level 130.
Descend flight level 130, Reynolds 3209.
Scanner 46 Mike, descend level 290.
Descend flight level 290, 46 Mike.
Scanner 46 Mike, contact Sweden on 118 decimal 4.
109 decimal 4, 46 Mike.
Scanner 187, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Well, 5,000 feet, 1020, Scanner 187.
Austrian 307 Delta, on present heading, clear ILS approach, runway 35.
Present heading clear to ILS, runway 35, Austin 307 Delta.
So we're showing about 123 knots. See, I always catch myself. I always forget that the outside, the outside is miles per hour, and the inner is knots. I always forget that. But we're going about 123 knots. Indicated. But we're going 142 knots ground speed.
Consider Ogdam and River D270 from 36.
And the Eurowings 1360, contact Warsaw radar on 125.450. Baltic 13 Foxtrot, descend to flight level 100.
I think I'm going to reach my...
Baltic 13 Foxtrot.
I think I'm going to reach my 50-hour maintenance check with very little
Nordic 942,
having needed to be done, which is good.
Descend level 110, Nordic 940.
Quality 30 Whiskey, descend flight level 140.
Descend 140, 30 Whiskey.
Also, Tango November, this will be the last touch and go most likely, then it's going to be a holding pattern.
Yeah, we was actually making the south holding pattern now because of traffic. Tango November.
Yeah, he's still 20 miles out, so if you want you can get down the pattern.
Okay, yeah, we can go for another one before traffic. Tango November.
Tango November, the wind is 137 degrees, 2 knots, runway 14, clear touch and go. After touch, proceed and enter, let me see what's holding. Enter holding flaps.
Clear the touch and go 14 and after touch and go enter holding south. Say Tango November.
And scanner 187, descend 2,100 feet via Gokbuk, clear the left approach, runway 14.
2,100 feet, approaching runway.
Start having a look at
our 752, contact Cope, heading approach on 118.450.
Start having a look at our
approach 118.450.
our approach here.
Good night.
Correct.
The METAR for Malmo is still pretty much 4 knots from 200, which is only a knot
Runway
less than.
3209, descend flight level
So it's going to
120.
be runway 17.
Level 120, Renault 3209.
Scanner 911 Alpha, cancel hold and fly direct Arnold. Continue Arnold to Charlie, arrival,
2000
runway 2 to left.
2500 is the beginning of the glide.
Extra hold and expect to run after Charlie, arrival, runway 2 to left, Scandinavian 911.
169 localizer. And the VOR, or the localizer, is 133.0. No, sorry, the ILS DME is 111.9. It says ILS. It says ILS or localizer. That's this. Yeah. This is the one I should be on, I think. Yeah, I could do a VOR, which is always fun. I do VOR approaches in the F-28 Fellowship, which is just amazing. I love that. I love the Fokker F-28 Fellowship so much. These are the only 2 aircraft I fly in Flight Sim at the moment. Everything else to me is heresy. It's the Comanche and the F-28. That's all I need.
Scandinavian 187, establish LS14.
Scanner 187, the wind is 137 degrees 2 knots, runway 143 land.
Captain 14, Scandinavian 187.
Aston 3000, Delta fully established, pre-fast.
Austrian 307 Delta, the wind is 20 degrees 4 knots, runway 35 land.
35 land, Aston 327 Delta.
Just do a fuel check. So we're just under 15 gallons on each side now. Oil pressure is slap bang where we want it to be. Still running on 1 amp, roughly. Oil temperatures sitting very comfortably. Cylinder head temperatures are very, very relaxed. EGT is chill. Cylinder head temperatures.
430 whiskey, descend flight level 130.
RPM is good. Manifold is solid. Everything is good. 27.6 remaining gallons. So yeah. All is quiet on the Western Front. 42.6 nautical miles outbound. 99 nautical miles to our next waypoint, which is a place I cannot pronounce to save my life. And I'm not going to try. It's an Air Force base, apparently. The VOR is Lima Juliet Uniform.
Scanner 911 Alpha, contact opening and approach on 119.8.
Which is 113.4.
113.8, Scandinavian 911 Alpha, ciao.
Which we can put in standby. 113.4 set.
Baltic 1, 3 Foxtrot, exit, hold. And descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1021. And continue on the TID route to Charlie, arrival around 2 to left.
So exit the hold, down to 5,000 feet on 1021 and continue the TID route to Charlie for Baltic 1 3 Foxtrot.
Danish 5-4, when ready, descend flight level 100 and proceed direct to Romeo Oscar Echo for runway 29.
Ready to descend flight level 100 and proceed direct the Romeo Oscar Echo expecting 29.
Still completely
Flight
chock-a-block
control,
at Copenhagen.
Horizon Sky Kilo India with you, flight level 360, routing direct to
I'm
Erno.
amazed. I'm just amazed how much aircraft. Look at these inbounds.
Currently 4 planes in holding of Erno, so I would suggest to reduce to minimum clean speed.
Yeah, 4 in the hold?
You want minimum clean speed now for Horizon Sky Kilo India?
Wow.
Yeah, it's 4 planes in holding over Erno currently, so I would suggest you to reduce to minimum clean speed right now.
Huh. 4 planes in the
stand
hold
by,
already.
we'll check that, report what it is, Kilo India.
Nordic 942, descend flight level 100.
Glad I'm...
Setting level 100, Nordic
So this is the thing.
Someone go from the back.
How many people practice holding holding maneuvers? How many people?
Austrian 307 Delta, welcome to Sturup, taxi to stand 5 by Charlie.
How many people in the chat right now practice their going into a hold
and Danish
when ATC asks you to? Sean Zonamic, gotta get going. Enjoy your beverage. I hit the like button. Good night, Peter and friends. Thank you, Sean. You too. Have a good night, my friend.
On Sweden, Sierra Tango November, we would like to exit the holding pattern for full stop England.
Sierra Tango, of course. Traffic is just vacate, landed and will vacate. So clear approach, running 14 via right base.
Clear the approach 14 via right base, Sierra Tango November.
Red nose 3209, sorry, this road.
I never practice, honestly, and luckily for me, I'm almost never asked to hold,
Yeah,
but I should practice.
The main hold, taxi stand 4.
Exactly.
Stand 4, thank
exactly.
you.
And if you happen to be in an aircraft that doesn't have an FMC or MCDU that has a magenta line, you just press a button and it appears.
Sierra Tango November turning right.
How do you know how to do a proper hold?
Wind 137 degrees to not only 14 out.
Like if you're flying IFR in a general aviation aircraft. And you're asked to go into a holding pattern. What do you do? I need to practice that myself.
5,000 feet, QNH 1021.
I will have to do a video on holding patterns in an aircraft like this. And I also need to do...
Contact Copenhagen approach on 118.450.
He is busy. I also need to do a holding pattern video on how to do one of those in the F-28. Because again, the F-28 is essentially exactly what you have here. These gauges you have here, you have in a commercial airliner, which is beautiful. And I can't praise it enough.
Control, Horizon Sky, Kilo India, we're back at our minimum mark at this altitude.
I should practice flying the F-28 into congested VATSIM airspace at night, doing holding patterns. How's that for stress?
40.
When ready, descend 140, Horizon Sky.
I suppose you would get away with orbits.
Horizon Sky, Kilo India. Initially, you're cleared on Aeronov 2 Charlie arrival, so running 2 to left. But
you want to know that you can do a hold if asked.
There might be holding. I'm not really sure right now.
That's really...
what was the arrival again, please?
Aeronov 2 Charlie arrival, running 2 to left.
Expect Aeronov 2 Charlie arrival 2 left. Horizon Sky, Kilo India.
Nordic 942, cancel hold and proceed Aeronov, cleared Aeronov.
As VFR, you have holds, of course, which are mostly orbits, but in Zurich Airport there are holds for VFR that look like the ones for IFR. Imagine you have to do it. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Danish 54, contact Copenhagen, control on 121.375.
Yeah, it's something that most of the time on VATSIM you don't ever have to think about, but on nights like this when there's an event, you need to know how to do a hold.
Tage, Sigurd, Tore, Niklas.
You know what, I hardly ever fly on VATSIM during an event like this when it's really busy. I need to practice flying on VATSIM while there's an event where it's highly congested, because that, particularly if you're flying into a big airport, gives you probably a more realistic experience of that airport because of the volume of traffic you have to fit around. So I think I should try and do that next time. Next time, okay, here we go, guys. Next time I do a Fokker F-28 fellowship video on the YouTube channel, I will try and make sure it's in or out of an airport that's doing an event that's fully staffed and has significant traffic in and out. Hey, Aquavital, I don't believe I've missed the whole fun. No, you can always go back. But basically, we're just doing a nighttime IFR in Scandinavia from Torp to Malmo.
496, monitor Unicom 122, destination.
So we can now tune over to our next VOR, which is Lima Juliet Uniform, which is 113.4. So let's just...
462, when ready, descend flight level 250.
Let's just set heading hold, like so. And then let's tune over to the next VOR. 38.8 nautical miles. And then we hit, go back to high track. And then from there, actually from there, we'll just go 111. 111.9. Which is the ILS frequency. And I don't believe there's anyone else we need to talk to.
Contact opening approach 119 decimal 8.
Kommer in approach 119 decimal 8. Väldigt bra jobbat. Ha det bra.
Ian says, I'm just following the Nile north from Luxor. No need for VORs today. Yes. It's kind of hard to miss that one, isn't it? I mean, that would be quite a conversation if you missed that massive VOR, massive VFR indications. I'm just tuning up Ian Fisher's live stream here. He's in the Bonanza, the absolute.
Since they're holding at 3 points currently.
The Bonanza of Bonanzas.
There's too much traffic with that. I think I doubt they would allow two to ride.
Okay, no worries. Well, sure, we'll ask them when we get there. Just thought maybe you might need to coordinate, but no problem. Horizon Sky Kilo India.
Yeah, I can ask, but I'm 99% sure that's going to be a no. I'm sorry.
What a man.
Don't worry, we have bigger problems in the world, thanks.
I'll send it to you.
Is there a specific reason that I can put forward to the coach, or...?
Look at this, what a man.
No, it's nothing important.
Right up against his amber speed, look at that.
Yeah, okay, then I'm sorry, I don't think that's...
Like an absolute lad.
No worries, thanks anyway.
Renault 3209, descend flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100 in Renault 3209.
Yeah. So, Aqua Vital, your controls, tell me, what must I think about this? What aircraft actually work properly with your controls that I would actually want to fly, knowing me?
Sweden 462, monitor Unicom 123.8.
Obviously, the A2A Comanche in Microsoft Flight Simulator isn't going to work because, like, AccuSim 2.0 isn't going to work, you know, connecting two people up over your controls. But what other aircraft? Maybe, does the Fokker F-28 work with your controls? Let me Google your controls and actually try and inform myself on this, because flying shared cockpit would be an amazing thing to do. Your controls, shared cockpit. What does it actually do? And what does it actually share? Your Controls is a program that allows multiple people to connect their simulators into a single shared flight deck. It allows tasks to be distributed among crewmates, where one can fly the aircraft while another handles the radios and autopilot. Doing flights on VATSIM has never been more immersive. I'm striving to sync every switch and button in as many aircraft as possible, with support for the A320NX and in the future other mods. For information about... I have a feeling it's an add-on that just works for the default Airbus, and it's sketchy with everything else. Profiles. Updated. Okay, the Aerosoft DHC6 Twin Otter, so the Aerosoft Twin Otter works. Ooh, the Chancellor. The FlySimware Cessna 414 Chancellor. I could do shared cockpit with someone on the stream with that. The DC-3, okay. I need to do shared cockpit in Microsoft Flight Simulator with someone in the DC-3. We need to do some historic flights around the UK for BAE or KLM or someone We need to do some DC-3 flights. I need friends. Friends, come to me. We will arrange this. The Cessna 414 Chancellor, in and out of Boston in the 414 for that. What is that airline called? I can't remember that airline that goes down to Nantucket. We could fly that route. That would be fun. In the 414. Those ones I've just mentioned are pretty much interesting. That's really interesting.
Red Nose 3279, cancel hold, fly direct Arnold, cleared Arnold to Charlie arrival, runway 2 to left.
Cancel hold, proceed direct Arnold, Arnold to Charlie arrival, runway 2 to left, Red Nose 3209.
Okay, so well, if you define properly more accurate, yeah. In GA, I remember the JPL Cessna. That's cool. The Just Flights Pipers work well. Okay, that's good. I've got those. Actually works, yeah.
Radar, good evening. Scandinavian 7 kilo.
It works with the Phoenix. Does it work with the Phoenix?
21 got aboard. We're ready to
That's interesting, because that's a complex add-on. We've tried the 737. It works well, apart from a couple of gauges not being synced. Okay, I can live with that. Aqua Vital.
Sorry, say again.
I will start up the 80s.
Ian,
before. So 1 second, I will start the 80s.
I'm there. Just say the word.
It's going to be 7 kilo. Information Victor will become
essentially
live.
Everything depends on the custom variables being exposed by devs. I believe A2A is great at exposing the data for other devs, and they have quite good docs too. Okay. Interesting. Hopeful. So my dream of one day flying the A2A Stratocruise in Microsoft Flight Simulator, or the A2A Constellation in Microsoft Flight Simulator with a shared crew could be realized.
Climb to flight level 370, direct to
Ian, are we talking about the DC-3 in Microsoft Flight Simulator flight?
370 and direct
because it's free. Because the DC-3 is free with Microsoft Flight Simulator with the 40th anniversary. So if you have Microsoft Flight Simulator installed, definitely do that.
Wrong, knee 6, Finner 76.
20 nautical miles inbound.
2390, when ready, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Fuel is good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure is good. Amps are good. Temperature is good. Cylinder head temperature is good.
2390, when ready, descend 5,000 feet.
Good to see that nothing has changed since last time I looked. There's a surprising list of aircraft that work with your controls. Where I'm so happy to see that. I don't would have to be the Manfred Jans version on JoinFS. I don't think we could do shared cockpit then.
7 kilo information Victory, copy, ready to clear and start up.
I don't think we could do shared cockpit then, I'm afraid. But
top line 3 left departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 0205.
Inside 20 nautical miles.
Top line 3. Juliet departure, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 0205, Scandinavian 7 kilo, ready for pushback and start up.
Okay. Volanta is telling me 22 minutes to landing in Malmo.
Quality 30 Whiskey, descend flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, 1430 Whiskey.
Yeah, that's right, Ian. Only the Q400. The Grummans apparently are compatible. You mean the F4F and F5F?
Good evening.
That's a single seater.
Scandinavian 506 is passing through
Grummans.
flight level 130 for flight level 190 direct Simix.
Does anyone have the Twin Otter for Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Scandinavian 506 climb.
Because we could plan a shared cockpit flight on that. What about the ATR? What about the ATR? Does that work with your controls?
Also leaving backstage, monitor Unicorn 122.
I have to get this. I'm going to download this. I have to get this. I have to test this with someone. It's been too long since I've done shared cockpit. And to do shared cockpit in Microsoft Flight Simulator would just be perfect. Okay, I'm downloading it.
Proceed direct Romeo Oscar Echo. Direct Romeo Oscar Echo.
Uninstalled the ATR. Too buggy on my hand. Oh, okay. Too buggy or too stuttery? They've still got stuff to do on that. Yes, the G21A and the Goose. Okay. The Grumman Goose. I have to say, I would just love to do shared cockpit in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That would just be so much fun. We have to make this happen, guys. One of us. We have to go hit me up in Discord, and we'll start a conversation in Discord about this, and we'll arrange a day or an evening, and we'll live stream it, and we'll have a ton of fun on VATSIM. And we'll choose an aircraft and a route and stuff. I'd love to do this. It's high time that I start shared cockpitting with more of the viewers here. Because then you could come on the stream. And you could be on the YouTube channel as well. That'd be great. But if we could shared cockpit an A2A aircraft, I mean, I never.
Quality 30 Whiskey, cancel hold, slide direct Ernov, and cleared Ernov to Charlie runway 2 today.
We never managed. I never managed to do shared cockpit in an A2A aircraft in my life, in P3D or anything. So if we were able to do it, that would be amazing. Buggy, sadly. If it was stuttery, I could live with it, but a lot of few things if something works, but I'm not maybe unlucky. Okay. Sad to hear, Jonathan, but I've not touched it since its second update, I think, because I've had the F-28 and the Comanche now, and why would I fly anything else right now? Dude, but the F-28 Fellowship by Just Flight is an absolute bomb. An absolute bomb. Absolute bomb. It's so fun. An airliner with literally steam gauges. VOR to VOR, just like I'm flying now, but an airliner, you know, and it's just so hands-on. It's beautiful. Doing checklists together, all the flows as it should be done, that would be amazing. We've had some good reactions to the flying boat video. I gave it a good plug when I was on a couple of weeks ago. Oh, thank you, Ian. I watched that live stream. That was a lovely live stream, man. I really enjoyed listening to that. That was brilliant. Yeah, I've been massively flying the BAE 146, my beloved aircraft, as I say on my streams. Ah, okay. It's something about that era. It's something about that era of airliner that just really gets me. I really, what I want Just Flight to do is I want Just Flight to bring the VC10 to Microsoft Flight Simulator to the same quality level as they have with the F-28. That would just be my ultimate long haul. I would forget PMDG, forget long haul Boeing airliners. Give me a VC10 from Just Flight for this, and that's me done. Genuinely. Following a magenta line, it's just. I mean, it's okay, but you know, let's say when I'm working, because I work from home now, full time. Well, not full time, but I work from home most days, and when I want to sit, when I want to sit and work, you know, when I'm sitting and
currently at
working,
main speed with
and I don't want
230 knots
to
indicated
handle,
horizon
I don't want to
sky
be
kilo India.
bothered by
Horizon Sky Kilo India, Roger. You can maintain speed to
the simulator, because I'll turn the simulator on, I'll take off, I hit autopilot and cruise, I go away, I do my day job, and then I come back hours later.
Horizon Sky Kilo India, descend flight level 100 and you...
So an aircraft that can just follow a magenta line is just easy in that regard, but it's boring.
Now holding horizon sky kilo
because
India.
it's just so perfect. It's just so perfect all the time. It's just perfection, and so, it's so unromantic, and it's like
Quality 35.
I want something like the Fokker F-28, but something that can fly long haul, which is the long haul version of a Fokker F-28 is basically a VC-10. Exactly. Now, Ian, the Bristol Britannia, don't get me started on the Bristol Britannia again, because I've asked A2A if they would do a Bristol Britannia, and both times, Lewis, now, listen to me here, both times Lewis has reacted very positively to my comments on the Bristol Britannia, twice now. So, I live in hope. That's all I'm going to say. But that is
Scandinavian 7 kilo, ready for taxi.
it has A2A written all over it, the Bristol Britannia. Okay, 1.1 nautical miles. Next is 165.
Holding point runway 21, Scandinavian 7 kilo.
The Bristol Britannia has A2A written all over it.
ILS approach runway 21, Gothenburg Airport.
Okay, flying outbound now.
Golf 120, please.
And now, actually, we're seeing there's going to be a horrendous line of inbounds into Copenhagen just off our 1 o'clock now. What on earth is that UFO?
Golf Tango Sierra, clear direct approach 21.
$15.7 gallons used, 23.7 gallons remaining. Okay, let's go back.
Horizon Sky Kilo India, speed 270 knots or less.
270 less. We're going to stay here at the.
It's cool. It's a call of distress. Yeah. It's SOS, just like really fast.
Horizon Sky Kilo India. Speed restriction at iron of 250 knots is still valid, just so you know.
You're popping up to see it soon, Ian.
Speed restriction,
popping up as in like like the internals of it and stuff. Oh, jealous, man. Jealousy.
Horizon Sky Kilo India. Contact Copenhagen approach on 119.8.
119.8 for Horizon Sky Kilo India. Thanks. See you later.
See ya. And all stations now Sweden Control has to go to bed. So Sweden is closed, monitor Unicom 122.8.
Ah, he's given us 122.8.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening, mate.
122.8, Scandinavian 7 kilo, bye bye.
Good night, Marcus.
Good night.
Okay, 122.8 set. Oops, sorry. Just watching the video of the Bristol Britannia. What a plane! What an aircraft! I mean, this has got A2A written all over it. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at the form. Look at the. It's beautiful. Look at those engines. The engines are like. Ugh. The engines are half the length of the aircraft itself. But this thing flew. It's a turboprop airliner. that flew from London Heathrow to JFK non-stop. This flew some of the longest propeller commercial airliner flights in the world. I think pretty much the longest. I don't think there was anyone longer. So some of them were just horrendous. Look at the flight deck windows. That's just an absolute beast. We need this. We need this in Flight Simulator, and A2A needs to do it. Period. That is what that is what I have said. This is the way. This is the way. Look at that. One day. Yes, going on a visit. It's only an hour's drive and it's open for general viewing most Saturdays. Absolute bargain. Absolute. Oh, Ian, please film it. Please film it and send me the video. I want to see it. Look at all these strobes. These are all people coming into Copenhagen. It's crazy. But they're all on Copenhagen control, and I'm on Unicom, and I'm staying away from that. There's an absolute ton of them. Look at them. Crazy. Right, I'm going to think about top of descent. Thank you, Ian. Much appreciated. Okay, so thinking of top of descent, let's go down to 2,500, which was the end of the glide slope of runway 17. So let us take altitude hold off and pitch forward and reduce down to 1800 RPM. Oh, sorry, 1800 manifold. But that's going to change as we go down. Now, let's just double check if we can pick up. Yeah, actually, we can actively pick up the... and let's try and... Yes, we can actually pick up the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, I guess we're doing it. We're flying to hold the ILS, to hold the localizer now. We're just a little bit far out. 16, 17 nautical miles out, but it's okay. As we descend, let's just enrich in the mixture. Okay, there's the localizer established. Let's bring up our checklist. Approach auto, so autopilot master would go off, fuel pump goes on. Oh, fuel pump going on. Fuel selectors are on the desired tanks, which is mains. Fuel pressure, check that. Fuel pressure is golden. Mixture would go rich. Let's not make it go rich yet. Prop full forward, carb heat as required, airspeed 120, gear down, flaps. So that's kind of on final approach really. So let's wait for final approach until we get that. So there's I can see the runway lights ahead. So Malmo traffic, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo is established runway 17, 13.9 nautical miles, Malmo traffic. Okay. Now we're established, let's just start decreasing speed. Let's actually bring us up to 2400 RPM. Set. We should start decreasing our little bit more mixture, and we should start slowing down soon. Cylinder head temperatures are getting really low. We don't want to shock them. I've never actually had any cylinder cracking, which is probably a good thing. But when I have it, one day, I'm sure I will know. Run by volunteers. If I had more time, I would offer my help for sure. Yeah. Yeah. We're under the glide, which is okay. Coming down through 3,000. 2,500 feet is our level off. But once we level off, we'll probably hit the glide pretty quick again, so... Sorry about that. Okay, we're quite fast. Let me try to slow down. Let's try and slow down into the white band before bringing the gear down and introducing flaps. So yeah, we're managing to slow down. That's fine. Cylinder head temperatures are horrendously low now, so we've got to be just careful about how we reintroduce power. Okay, let's go mixture rich and prop full forward now. Malmo traffic, Golf Lima India Foxtrot Romeo is now 7.8 nautical miles on the ILS runway 17, descending with the glide. Okay, there's the glide. 7.5 nautical miles. That's the edge of the white band, so let's go gear down. And now let's just double check that approach checklist. Autopilot master going off. Actually, I thought I turned it off. I hit the disconnect button. Oh, okay, right, no, I have. Fuel pump is on, tanks are on. Let's go flaps 1. Mixture is rich, prop is full forward, carb heat is as required. Airspeed is 120 miles per hour. No, we're below that, but that's what we intended to be. Gear is down. Flaps are as desired. And gump check. Let's just check gump. Again, as we expect. That's good. Okay, let's go landing checklist. Gear is down and 3 green. Gear is down, 3 green. Flaps are down. Let's go another notch of flaps. They're not fully down, but they will be down presently. And airspeed down to 90 for the landing checklist. Okay. After landing checklist, we will bring up when ready. Okay, let's sit around 100 miles an hour. That's about 90 knots, actually. That's not bad. Let's get the landing lights on. As we can see, both landing lights are on now. And we are going to vacate to the right. Most likely. Let's see if we can try and make alpha. That would be good. But we could roll to Bravo if needed. In fact, I'm gonna just let the jury out on that. I'm not gonna look at chat while I'm doing this approach. So we're just off the localizer, so let's just come back on. Let's center up. Let's hit the auto barometric pressure button, and our yeah, now we're way too high on the glide slope. Way too high. That would be a go around. And we're doing a bit of a zoom dive now to pick up the glide again. But we've got gear and flaps out, so that's That's gonna keep us at a slower speed. Yeah, you can feel that crosswind. Pappy lights are coming in. 1 red. 2 red. And we're back on the glide. Okay, leveling out. Bringing that back to about 400 to 500 feet per minute. And maintaining. Let's bring the speed down as well. The aerodynamics of AccuSim 2.0 are just so legendarily beautiful that they're just logical. The plane does what you would expect an actual aircraft to do. Now I'm below the glide. It just does what you would expect it to do when using your controls. It doesn't jump all over the place like some sort of ping pong ball. So they've absolutely got it right. Okay, and I haven't got this approach right at all. Look how ridiculous this is. Wake up, you idiot, and fly a correct approach, why won't you? Okay, we're on glide, we're on localizer, we're on glide, pappies are good. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 100 mile an hour. Right, let's reduce. I don't feel like we need any more flaps actually at this point. We're fully trimmed, ready for touchdown, so let's not bother with that. Okay. Out with the throttle. Flare. Touchdown. And that is our turnoff. On Alpha. Malmo traffic, Golf Lima, India Foxtrot Romeo, it has vacated runway 17, taxiing Alpha Yankee to GA parking. Okay, let's just pause on the runway here, on the taxiway here slightly. Let's turn off the strobe, and let's turn off the fuel pump. Let's get the after landing checklist. Flaps are up. Strobes are off, fuel pump is off, mixture lean as required, trim neutral, so that we don't forget to not set the trim next time, because that's the sort of thing I would do every single time. Just make sure that that's neutral trim right there. Let's not destroy ourselves. Okay, I believe the... Okay, let's just sort out our speed here. RPM at 1,000. And we need hotel, which is further down. Look at that. Look at that. 5 minutes to 10 p.m. Right on cue. They excelled everyone in the GA department. They did. I hope it was a beautiful landing. I didn't see the touchdown rate, but I hope it was okay. The thing with the Comanche I've been finding is on the final approach, when you pull the power out, you have to pull the stick back significantly to stop the nose just going poof. And I haven't got that transition quite right yet with my stick in this hotel. Pulling the stick back to the right position to just keep that nose right where I want it, and then just a nice kiss. Negative 43 feet per minute, I think you're fine. Ah, good. Good to see. Now, in the dark, I don't really know... I don't really know where I'm going in the dark, so I'm actually just going to cheat. And just whack in some daytime. And now I can all of a sudden... Let's go to Ha! Sounds like a fun place to go. This looks like a maintenance area rather than a GA area, sadly, but... Maybe I didn't come in the right place for Gothenburg GA. What a beautiful aircraft. I'm just going to park amongst these Fokker F-27s. Or maybe I could go all the way to the end. Actually, yeah, I think there might be. Yeah, there's more parking all the way at the end. I'll go down here. Where the little kids belong. Yeah, my FPS is not good right now. I don't know why. I have tweaked my settings down. Yeah, I'll go over here by this hangar. Well, I enjoyed that, guys. Thanks for joining me. This will go live as a YouTube video after the live stream ends, so it'll still be saved on the YouTube channel. And my next flight will be somewhere else in the Comanche. Okay, let's get the parking brake in. Let's get the shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Radios, let's turn them off. Let's turn off. Transponder, avionics master, go off. Autopilot can go off. Master switch can go off. Go landing lights off, rotating beacon will go off, throttle closed, mixture idle cutoff. Like so, and when the prop stops turning and the pistons stop firing, we then turn off the mags. Control wheel, secure. Doors, opened. Tie downs, secure. Right, we need to put the tie downs. Let's go to the walk around. Let's put the tie downs. I think I could just switch to the correct, yeah. There we go, there's the tie downs. Oh, I could put the wheel chocks in as well. Of course you could. Stop being lazy. Of course you could. Let's put the wheel chocks in. I've not really used put the wheel chocks. How do I go back into? Ah, there you go. Sweet. What else do we need? We need the engine heater and the pitot cover, and that's it. That is me. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I will let you know how my Comanche... Look at that. Look, I mean, you got to say the static aircraft at Gothenburg looked good. Sorry, at Malmo. According to the chart in Skydemon, the general aviation was all the way down taxiway Juliet and then to the right all the way to the apron Juliet Bravo, so I think you are right on the spot. Okay. Thank you for the stream. A nice flight down to south of Sweden. Yeah, next flight is going to be somewhere else. I do a couple of Comanche flights in between my streams and videos. So by the time I stream this again, I'll probably have done a couple of long-haul flights. So I don't know where I'll go from Sweden, but I'll go somewhere nice, somewhere new. And we'll see how we go. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed it, and have a good evening.